Okay, we're going to look at Mia's freestyle. Nice start there. Good job, only using 2 or 3 kicks. That's about all you need for dolphin kicks there. One thing I noticed is you have a very powerful freestyle, and the thing that I like about your freestyle is you're doing a good job of keeping the kick consistent throughout the stroke. A lot of times kids like to are a little bit choppy with the kick because the kick then follows the rhythm of the actual stroke with the arms. So that's extremely good. The one thing I want you to watch is as your hand is coming out, you can already see how that wrist is bent. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that, like what we talked about, that the hand stays in line with the arm and the angle that you're going in. The other thing that you want to watch is you want to be delicate, and we talked about that this week. As I enter the water with my hand, you can see that hand's turned out. You want to turn that hand in, keep it in the angle with the arm, and as that hand enters, I want to really reach out, and you can kind of see right here, your body's more in this position, okay, which means that I'm kind of pushing the hip out instead of rotating. And if you do that, what happens is that the stroke goes more in this direction and then this direction. And so that's something just to keep in mind as we keep going here. The other thing I want you to watch is, as I come back here, when you go to breathe, you really start to bring the head up and forward. And you remember, we want to keep the head in a neutral position, in that zero position that Coach Beth talked about in the lecture. And you can kind of see you're bringing that head up. And when you breathe, you're still breathing, and the arm's up. Now you're following that arm, that hand, with your head. And you're following that arm in with your head. And so what's happening is, as I finish that stroke, I'm probably going to cross over more with the arm, and I'm going to cross over that center point because of the fact that my head's going in at the exact same time, and that's going to cause my body to go more right and left when I do that. So that's one thing I want you to focus a little bit more on, is driving those hips. You can kind of see how the hips are swaying a little bit, and that's affecting the body position. The one thing that I think that you do really well, like I said, is that kick. That kick is excellent, and I think you're doing a good job of getting a good solid catch out in front. I just like to see you use the stroke and to your advantage in terms of better distance per stroke, because I think you have a very, very powerful kick, and distance per stroke, that requires a great powerful kick, and it's going to make it a lot easier to swim longer races. And I would focus on that in practice as you keep working on those type of things. So great job, keep up the good work, and great job this week at camp. Here we're going to look at Mia's freestyle underwater. The one thing I want you to focus on is the head position. Right now, you can kind of see that head is not in the zero position. Zero position is what Coach Beth talked about in the lecture, which is you want the head down more. Now, you don't want to put the head so far down that you're driving the chin into the neck, but you want to make sure that your head's down more, because what's happening is, as you move that head up and down, my body position changes, and now my body's going to have to adjust for that. So one thing that's going to have to adjust is my kick with my hips. And you're kicking really, really powerfully, but try not to kick you're kicking a little bit too much. I would say is you want to get as much catch as possible, and we'll see that after you come out of the turn here. So keep the streamlines tight, and as we come here, I'm extended out, and look, it's good because now you're driving that hip at the same time, so you're getting as much out of the stroke. But one thing you got to do is right here, I want to start bending that elbow, and I want to bend it down. And from the elbow to the hand, I want to create a paddle. Remember, we talked about this, that paddle is going to create a situation where we don't have to take as many strokes, because each stroke becomes more powerful than if we just brought the arm straight down. And you can kind of see there, I am bending the elbow, but I'm bending the elbow out to the side, and so I'm not getting as much catch. And when I bend out to the side, you can kind of see my body's picking up, and then it picks down. Okay, so that's one thing to watch. But other than that, great job. Keep up the good work, and hope to see you again next summer.